house always felt too quiet, too still, as if it had been holding its breath long before I ever arrived. The silence didn't feel peaceful. It felt heavy, like the walls were hiding something, like the air carried secrets. It began with a strange draft, appearing every night around the same time. A cold streak that cut through the hallway even with windows sealed tight, brushing against my skin like fingers made of ice. Soon after, nights filled with subtle creaks came next, soft taps behind the walls, slow footsteps above the ceiling. They weren't random house noises. They had rhythm, like someone was walking in there, pacing. Then, one night, all sounds stopped. The silence was thick enough to feel in my chest, and then came a single soft thud. Then another, louder, like a polite knock turning impatient. Something was inside the walls, something alive. The next days felt wrong. Rooms got colder. Hallway shadows stretched longer than they should. The basement door kept showing up slightly open, even though I always shut it, and eventually a feeling grew stronger. Something else lived here. Something watching. It finally revealed itself when a bookshelf shifted slightly on its own, like the house exhaled and pushed it. Behind it, hidden in dust and cobwebs, was a thin wooden panel. A door. Old, dry, secret. My heart pounded, but curiosity dug its claws into me. My fingers pried it open, and a cold breath rolled out, stale and foul, as if trapped for decades. The room behind it was small, dark, and silent. Dust floated in the thin beam of light, and on the floor, where dust should have been undisturbed for years, were fresh footprints leading inside. They were deep prints, adult-sized, too new, too sharp, as if someone had just been there. The air felt wrong, heavy. I stepped in, every breath sounding too loud in the stillness. The room was unfinished. Wooden beams, rotting floor, a collapsed chair, and a metal chain bolted to the ground with dark stains beneath it. Scratch marks covered the walls, desperate clawing marks, as if someone had tried to escape. The footprints didn't lead out. They started at the chain and stopped at the far wall, as if someone walked straight into it and vanished. Then came the sound. A slow, raspy breath. Cold washed over me. In the corner where the light could barely reach, something stood, tall, unnaturally still. Black eyes stared, empty and deep enough to pull breath from my lungs. Its bones cracked as it straightened, limbs too long, head tilting in a way no neck should bend. A low groan rumbled through the walls, ancient and hungry. The footprints weren't old. They were from this thing. Fear snapped my body into motion. I backed out, shoved the panel shut, dragged the bookshelf over it, chest tight and shaking. Silence followed for only a moment, and then a gentle tap came from behind the wall. Top, top, top. Each hit grew harder, more deliberate, like knuckles striking wood with cruel patience. A distorted whisper seeped through, not in words but hunger. The walls vibrated with it. My breathing shook. I ran, but the house didn't feel like a house anymore. Every board creaked like warnings. Every doorway felt like a throat tightening. The tapping followed inside the walls, moving room to room. Scraping noises dragged along the beams, slow and determined, like long nails searching for a way through. That night I didn't sleep. Something crawled inside the structure of the house, breathing through the walls. Soft laughter echoed like something learning how to mimic sound. In the morning, wet footprints appeared outside my bedroom door. Not dusty ones, wet ones, like something stood there for hours, watching. Days blurred. Mirrors showed handprints from the inside of the glass. Doors shook without wind. The air thickened until every breath felt borrowed. At night, laughter turned into whispers. Whispers became scratching. The scratching got closer. The house felt alive, and I felt like prey inside it. The last thing I saw was its face leaning close, those black eyes pulling me into an endless dark as its grin widened like it was about to swallow the world. No one opens the hidden door without becoming part of the house. Now it stands inside those walls where I once stood, waiting for the next curious soul to pull the bookshelf aside. Footprints will appear again, fresh, wet, hungry, and the house will breathe, and the walls will whisper, because once you wake something that has been starving for that long, it never sleeps again.